I am, and he's all of that.
Right.
But sometimes you may have to run. Oh, see, y'all ain't gonna help me now. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me right now. The life of the apostle is very challenging to be an apostle. I think in certain regards more challenging than a prophet. If you really look at the descriptions of the apostles and the prophet. So the Lord is really doing something in the realms of the apostle. Apostles do not move on their own. We always talk about that in the realms of the prophetic. But the Lord forbid the apostle Paul to go into certain regions and jurisdiction.
Right.
Certain people, places you couldn't go, although you wanted to go. I don't care how good the money you thought was. I don't care, but you thought they was going to receive you. And let me help you right now. This is very important right now that all of you need to realize. If you do not have grace to be received, if you do not have grace for the region that you're in, you will not be received.
All right.
You ain't going to help me right now. You have to have a grace for certain regions.
Right.
Let me help you right now. I'm going to help you right now. All the time, God help me, I got to deal with this and I got to go here, but let me help you because this is just me prophetically, but I want to help somebody tonight. There are certain times in our lives that we will not be able to release the magnitude of what we're carrying. Not because we're tired or altering fatigue or being frustrated or we miss God or we had a bad day with our spouses or whatever. Sometimes we're entering regions and the people are not ready to receive what we have. And if you miss this as leaders, you will try to fight against something that you don't need to fight in. It's nothing to do with you. It's the people are not at a place of being ready. Jesus, you are no better than Jesus, although we do greater works, not in quality but in quantity. You will never outdo Jesus. I can't get nobody. He said greater works you'll do because we have technology now. He was, God help me, he was limited in things he could do because they did not have Lexus and Tahoes and Yukons. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me right now. He said greater works because we can reach more people. We are living longer on the earth. I have lived longer on the earth than Jesus did.
All right.
Let me quit. My ministry, I have more experience in if you want to say it that way, because he only did ministry 3.5 years.
Amen.
Is it ready?
Amen.
I'm just waiting on you. Y'all need to help me right now. So I'm good shut eye. So watch this now. You need to understand this, that certain places, look at somebody and say certain places you cannot go into. Jesus stands up behind the sacred desk,
My God.
attempting to give a word to a people that was perpetrating.
My God. Lord.
Sometimes your presence can be a perpetrator.
All right.
Yes, true.
Yes.
Right. True. That's very true.
Your presence can say something that you're really not.
Right.
Y'all gonna help me right now. That's why Jesus said, "Don't judge by appearance."
Right.
It can look like I'm nothing because I may have. See, let me tell you something about us color folk. Color folk think being rich is having your nails and your feet done, and your little hair done, and a little Coach purse. Nah, because most wealthy people don't let you know they're wealthy. Y'all know about Starbucks here? You go to Starbucks, and most of your wealthy people's in flip-flops with cut-off jeans, riding the bicycle, and you will never be able to know they're wealthy. And most black folk, we equate wealth to be our hair and what we have. You got a Coach purse, but you ain't got nothing in it. You got a Coach purse, but you don't even have $5,000 in a savings account. Something wrong. Oh, y'all ain't gonna help me now. You got the latest phone that come on somebody, but you don't have no insurance policy. Say something. How is it that the children of Israel leave Egypt with all that gold? They plundered everything, Prophetess Barbara.
Oh God.
And they get over here and they build a golden calf because it was a mind thing. I know, but see, black folk don't like this. And you fight something that God sends me to give to you that's going to better your life.
All right.
And 10 years will go by. You have got income tax in the last 10 years and you ain't got nothing to show for it.
Oh God.
get income tax, and in a week time it's gone. Because the first thing you want to do, Red Lobster every day. I got to go get Bobo, Baby, Shay Shay, Eco, all them other folk money. And then you sit back there, you ain't paying no tithes, you ain't getting no offering, you ain't putting no money in your priest's hand. The Bible said the first fruit belongs to the priest. Don't mess with me.
Yes, sir.
10 years you done got income tax and ain't got nothing to show for it. You don't own no power. I know we ain't gonna like this now.
Come on.
Because you have no vision, you have no purpose, you have no drive.
Yes, sir.
Somebody says a mind thing. If I don't get this, I'll preach it tomorrow. But let me help you, Pastor Reynolds. You will never change your situation until the way you change the way you think.
Right.
And let me tell you something about us black folk. I'm all black. I ain't mixed with nothing. I know how we think. Some of us will never go nowhere because we refuse to get away from people that ain't trying to go nowhere. You want to learn something? Go connect with some Caucasians. I know we ain't gonna say amen on that night.
Yes, sir.
All you got is hair, nail, pedicure, and manicure. Closet full of shoes. And ain't got $5,000 in your savings account.
Help us, Lord. My God.
I know they ain't gonna like this.
Yes, sir.
I thought we wanted a shift. Y'all thought the shift was just about a good day? No, we gotta shift every aspect of our life. Somebody said, I need a shifting in my mindset. Disconnect yourself from them folk coming over your house just want to smoke weed all day long. Talking about who they slept with last night. Fuck that, baby. That's something. Y'all ain't gonna help me now. That's the only thing you live for, sleeping with somebody. Ooh, I thought I was in my own church right there. Y'all ain't gonna help me now. The evangelist trying to come out. Y'all better put it back in. He come out every now and then. Y'all ain't gonna help me now. You gotta look at somebody and say, I gotta change the way I think.
Change the way I think.
That's why our young people are being destroyed. Because they see what we do.
All right.
I wish somebody would get aggressive and say, I don't care about you. I'm changing my life. I'm going to keep coming to church, giving tithes and offering, and I'm broke.
Right. Yes, sir.
They ready for me to go now. No, you want to know I'm out of here. Y'all ain't going to help me now. God help me. Jesus goes to a people he thought wanted it, Sister Nina.
Let's go.
And he was not able to deliver it because the people were not ready.
My God.
They only saw him as the carpenter's son. Prophet Iverson, people will never receive you if they only see you as I'm just doing this because it's an example. You can't have him like that. Oh, that's old Iverson. I knew his mama, them.
Right.
I know, that's that old Barbara Howard used to live in Waycross. You only trying to reduce me. Don't reduce me to where I come from.
That's it. Yes, sir.
That's old blue.
Everything.
I ain't being disrespectful. I know where I'm at. Come on, somebody. I'm an apostle. I'm in the water. Y'all ain't gonna help me now. I know blue. Like the sky.
My God.
Y'all ain't gonna talk to me right now.
My God.
Lord help us.
I knew her. I know her mom. That's the problem is you cannot handle where I am now because you can't get over what you knew about me. You want to come here and talk about when you don't tell we was out there doing it together. You don't tell you was watching and doing it after I got through. You came in and done it. You want to talk about somebody got 7 children, but you don't want to tell 2 of them are your babies.
Stop it! Stop!
I'm sorry. I thought I had lived it. You don't want to tell. You was keeping watch when the other one was in Walmart stealing the clothes. And you had that nickname. Chicken! That mean it keep going. And you got to this house. Nickname again. Pork chops! You went over here. got the nerve to talk about me. Where you come from?
Apostle, yes, sir.
Look at your neighbor and say, where you come from?
Where you come from?
I wish I was in Florida. I do black shit. I preach like I feel. Lift your hands up, your glory just then. You don't know what we just did. Prophet said, I just had to kill a witch right then. I can't get nobody right now. I'm a witch killer by trade. God's going to shift some stuff. And by the way, God's going to shift this region. And witches that have operated in waycross for the last 18 and a half years are dying in this hour. The ambulance will be backed up to their door. You ain't got no puppet, you got a prophet. Come on, somebody. I ain't no puppet, I'm a prophet. I've been doing this too long. I ain't moved, folk don't scare me.
What apostle? Let's go. Apostle, yes, sir. Hallelujah.
Look at somebody and say, don't reduce me to being who I used to be.
Don't reduce me. That's right.
I'm just saying I had to tell my family that I ain't just Wilma's and Marvin's boy. I love my grandmother. Don't hate her. This gonna be hard, but don't feel sorry. This is my grandmother. You ain't know her. God had to cause her to die.
My God.
To make my family see me in a way they never saw me before.
All right.
Now let me prove scripture. In the year that King Uzziah died.
Come on. Yes, go.
Before I eulogize my grandmother, I was just Wilma's boy, the minister. My mama. But after God let me preach, 2 funerals on one Saturday. My uncle died Friday, my grandma died 6 a.m. Saturday. We had 2 funerals in one day. And God said, I'm going to put you before. Years ago, I didn't know how he was going to do it. God said, I'm going to put you before your family. And they're going to know you to be the prophet that I chose you to. And everybody was there. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me right now. I dare you to look at somebody and say, he getting ready to cause me to be seen in a way I never was seen before.
All right.
Right now. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me right now. Anybody believe that? Tell you, they gonna see me in a way they never seen me before. Family ain't gonna know you just as Reynolds. They gonna know you to be that kingdom diplomat that you are. See, I got one hand clap on that right now. I dare somebody to lift your hand and say, they ain't gonna just know me like who I used to be. Yeah. Somebody, matter of fact, if you love the devil, stay quiet. I think I will. So everywhere you go, you will not, Apostle Howard, everywhere we go, we will not be received. Because there's a spirit of familiarity that's trying to kill your reputation. Thought I had somebody. The Bible said I got to quit. I'm already over my time and I don't want to be over the time. I don't know what time we got to get out of here and I don't want to be kicked out. But anyhow, the Bible said in Matthew 16, 2 verses, the NIV, Prophet Iverson to hear the word of the Lord say, Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. Never, Lord, he said, this shall never happen to you. Jesus turned aside to Peter, get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me. This is the NIV. You do not have in mind the things of God, but the things of me. Stay before the Lord, Pastor Brown. And it was not until I entered your office, scrambling, trying to find a pen, because he started talking to me. Pastor Reynolds came in the office. I said, hold on, I can't go. He talking. Just let him talk to me right now. The Lord said these words to me. And Apostle Howard, I thought about you. The Lord said, release in this atmosphere tonight the momentum to shift.
My God.
Somebody say momentum to shift. God told me I ain't going to be long. I'll finish this tomorrow. God said to me, Apostle Joe Bellamy, that the reason why the people are not shifting is because they don't have the momentum to shift. Got a hand. Y'all ain't going to talk to me. I want to identify certain problems, certain reasons why you don't have the momentum to shift. For you that are writing, they're recording. I hope these CDs can be burned and we can duplicate them and have you to purchase them because you need to revisit this. But let me help you something about a prophet. Somebody say a prophet. This is monumental paradigm shift. Everything. God help me. Let me quit. Come get this mic, prophet. I was saying, but we have entered a era. We have entered a era. Can I help somebody tonight? Yes. Look at me. We have entered the era to shift. Right. But what are we shifting from? Poverty to prosperity. We're shifting out of lack to more than enough. God help me right now. We're shifting out of sickness to walking in health. I dare somebody to receive that. Don't let that devil intercept the prophetic word that's coming. Somebody say, I'm in an era of shifting. The Lord wants me to tell somebody, Apostle Joe, I hear God in my right ears. I'm looking at this flyer because I'm seeing something. This is what I'm looking at. The Lord spoke to me and said, this is a shift. And when he talks like this, he means business. Oh my. And it reminds me of when the fire came from the burning tree to let Moses know I meant business. God said, if you miss this shift, if you miss this moment, you will miss an opportunity of a lifetime. Wow. God, y'all better loose me. I hear God, he have given you the opportunity to shift. And some of you won't shift because you love where you been.
Wow. Yes, sir. Come on.
You won't shift because you are programmed by somebody else.
Yes, sir.
You got to get folk out of you. God, we dealt with this in the labor room Monday. When I was dealing with the best position to get pregnant is the missionary position. Where the woman lays on her back and the man is on top. That's a sign of prophetic. Don't look at me like that. Come on, somebody. God said, I can't put myself in my people because they won't lay out and look up to me. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me right now. God said, I want to put me in you, and I will not be satisfied. I don't want to see no Joe Bellamy. I don't want to see no Terry Weems. I don't want to see no Dimitri Iverson. When I look at you, I want to see me in you. Hey! I feel like shifting in here. Hey! Ask your neighbor, can God see him in you? Or do he still see impurities? Do he still see some defects? Do he still see some unrighteousness? Y'all ain't gonna help me. Or do he see him in you? Which is the whole glory. I feel like somebody said, don't miss this shift. Because you gotta go get a confirmation word on this word. You gotta see what's the latest post on Facebook. You missing your shift. Because your brother don't agree with it. Lord, I wish I was in my own. I don't know how free I am, but I feel the radicalness in me this night. But I better hold it in a little bit. Y'all ain't gonna help me now. Come on. You got some more to go, don't you? God told me today, he said, you on an assignment.
Yes, Lord.
And I ain't complete with your assignment. You can't go nowhere.
Right.
Give me some people that want everything. You missing your shift because of who you listening to. But I don't agree with that right now. I don't think that's of God. You need to go get a second opinion on that. And then you go. That's why I put a post on Facebook Saturday morning. Because if y'all wasn't in the service at Blackshear, we had a service Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Folk outside shouting on the outside in the misty rain. I'm laying hands on the outside. Folk laid around. I'm walking pews and pouring water. And God spoke to me, Pastor T. Reynolds. And he says to me, I want you to tell my people that they got to guard what I gave them. Because if you go, because see, sometimes God will move and you'll go around to your deadbeat family or mine. about your family. All of us got some folk in there that's dead and don't believe God. And they will try to influence you and tell you, I don't agree with that. Child, ain't no prophet got no business having y'all on the outside. Why not? You went on outside, was on the back of a hood for the... I'm trying, but y'all keep pulling me. Y'all ain't gonna help me now.
Well, you know.
I don't care if you don't smile and don't like me. You better love me if you want to go to heaven. Oh, I don't like him. He talk. Baby, you think about it every day. Don't play me, okay? That's why I told somebody the other day, I don't like sex being talked about in church. You shouldn't like doing it if you ain't married. I'm trying to, but they don't want. Can you help me preach a little while? I don't think they should talk about sex. You doing it every day with 3 different partners. Apostle, I'm gonna get out your house. I'll get out your house. I don't agree with going out. I don't think the man that letting God running outside. You was out there smoking weed in the rain, and then you had your baby in a car and didn't even have the air conditioner on. Don't play me. That ain't God. What ain't of God is you putting your mouth on what he did. I'm gonna get out of here. Watch them folk talking about if God, I can use the man finish. She ain't gonna get mad at me now. She connected to me now. Gotta tie some, I gotta release some stuff for her. You go over there to Evangelist Finney. You think it's not God because God didn't use you to do it.
You better say it.
So being that God used Iverson, or he used Riddles, or he used Wing, if it was you want the credit. You want somebody to celebrate you, but you can't have. Why is it, Apostle Howard, I can celebrate God for you, and while you are preaching, I can be preaching. Go ahead, and then it's me. You want to sit there and cross your leg and act like you bold. When you up there doing praise and worship, I'm up there with my hands up, and then when I'm up there, you want to sit up there.
All right.
Say that.
Then you get up there.
Okay.
Self-righteous demon, you. Let's kill this demon tonight.
Kill it.
I'm gonna get out your house.
God, help us here.
I'm gonna get out here. I may not if you keep telling me that now. You let me know. Most people who say it ain't God have a problem because he used you to do what he did. And first of all, can I go here being that I'm here? Why are you going to carnal-minded people trying to get them to understand what God is doing?
All right.
In my early years, God had to reveal this to me. Prophetess, God told me, he said, your unsafe family will never understand. Because a carnal mind don't understand spiritual things. You ain't going to understand why I gave $501 to the church.
All right.
No, let me go. Y'all ain't going to help me now.
Yes.
You ain't going to understand why I go to shut in and I'm there every night. No, you ain't going to understand it. You didn't put your mouth on it when you was watching my children when I was going out there shaking it like it was hot. And now because I'm in church, you want to call the child protective service, tell me I ain't there watching, I'm not there with my children. But you sure watched them when I was out there smoking and all that up. The devil is alive. You made sure I picked you up at 10:30. You had your stilettos on too. And now because I give my life away to God, I feel like running on that night. You want to cause trouble for me because you can't handle my elevation. Somebody open your mouth and get off of me and say something.
Help us here.
Somebody say momentum.
Momentum. Hey. Preach, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Let me do this. I ain't going to be able to finish this, Apostle Blue. I'll get it tomorrow if y'all like me. You come back and want it. Somebody say momentum to shift. Every time